Before some of our favorite celebrities became household names, they worked regular jobs just like everyone else. Today's list might give you some inspiration because there are some celebs who were once flipping burgers at McDonald's and never imagined that they would end up where they are today. Talk about starting from the bottom, if you know what I mean. Today on Beyond the Screen, I'm gonna dish out 10 celebrities who used to work at McDonald's. I'm your host for this one, I'm Josh Bedard. Come say hi to us outside of YouTube. You can find our social media links, they are down below. But for now, I say we get into talking about the McDonald's. Fun fact, I used to work at Tim Hortons for a very long time, so I kinda can relate to this list. Kicking off our countdown list at number 10 is Pink. Back in 2015, the pop star did an interview with Food and Wine and talked about her past experience working at the fast food joint and said that it made her feel like Janet Jackson. Now, most people wouldn't see flipping burgers as like the ideal job, but Pink said that earning a paycheck while eating quarter pounders and drinking strawberry shakes made her feel like a superstar at the time. She said, "It was important to my family that I make my own money. I was a drive-thru girl at McDonald's. I had a Janet Jackson microphone. I had power." Honestly, I totally get where she's coming from because I used to wear that headset at the Tim Hortons drive-thru, and I'm not gonna lie, you kinda feel like Beyonce a little bit. Like you feel like you're on stage. I probably sang to some people as well. Up next, number 9 is James Franco. In 2015, McDonald's was struggling with declining US sales and announced this extensive turnaround plan. And who was there to come to their defense? James Franco. He said an iconic quote about the fast food company, saying, "McDonald's was there for me when no one else was." How beautiful and romantic is that? He wrote up a long endorsement in the Washington Post and said that in the late 90s he was a struggling actor living in LA and got fired from his other jobs at a coffee shop and a golf course. He wasn't booking any acting jobs, so he started working at the drive-thru at McDonald's and used it to actually practice his foreign accents on customers. Fun fact, he was even a vegetarian when he started working there. The actor says that he loved his job. He said, "I also put tons of salt on the French fries because that's how I like them." Respect, James. Everyone likes those salty AF fries. However, he left McDonald's because he was able to book a Super Bowl commercial with Pizza Hut. Rolling into the number 8 spot is Pharrell Williams. In 2015, the singer opened up about his experience as a McDonald's employee and admitted that he was fired from them 3 times for being lazy. He said, "The only thing I was good at while working there was eating chicken nuggets." He said that he was fired from 3 different locations and was surprised that the company even took him back each time. But in a funny turn of events, later down the road, he went on to become a pop star and co-wrote Justin Timberlake's song "I'm Lovin' It," which was adapted by the company as their slogan. Also, it is one of the most famous jingles of all time. Like, how crazy is that? Like, what a full circle moment that would be. That is like me writing the jingle for Tim Hortons. Not that I can, not that I will, but that's comparable. That's what it'd feel like. Swiping spot number 7 is Andy Grammer. In 2018, the singer stopped by Us Weekly to chat about his new album and played a rapid fire game of 25 things you didn't know about me. In the game, he revealed that his first job was at McDonald's. Unlike some of the other people on this list who enjoyed it, he said it was terrible. Now, when it comes to music, he is multi-talented. He can play the guitar, the piano, the trumpet, and he can even beatbox. But one thing he said he was never good at was flipping burgers, and he hated working at the fast food joint. So I guess it is a good thing that music worked out for him then. And at number 6 is country singer Shania Twain. She was born in Canada and had a number of different singing jobs before making her way to Nashville, where she landed a deal with Polygram/Mercury Records. But before she was able to sing steadily as a career, she was working at McDonald's. She was hired at one of the locations in Ontario. Holla, that's pretty cool, didn't know that. When she was in high school. As she grew older, she would work at McDonald's during the day, and then at night she would go to local bars to practice her singing. She said she had a good experience working in the fast food restaurant and said, "I learned a lot about customer service when working there." So moral of the story, if Shania Twain can work at McDonald's and pursue her dreams, so can you. You never know. This just shows you never freaking know. Halfway through at number 5 is Mark Hamill. In April 2019, a Star Wars meme started floating around the internet referencing the upcoming movie, The Rise of Skywalker, and McDonald's french fries. The actor plays the iconic role of Luke Skywalker, so fans thought it was great that he shared the meme on his Twitter. But with the meme, he also shared the fact that he used to work there. He tweeted, "If you don't count Paperboy, the time I was hired to play Santa's helper in a department store, or the countless backyard puppet / magic / ventriloquist shows I did. My first real job was at McDonald's in Annandale, Virginia when I was 16. Hashtag minimum wage memories, hashtag the fries of Skywalker." I love how he's hashtagging minimum wage memories, like, oh, those good old minimum wage memories that I have. What a dream to go back to that, like. Moving along to number 4, we have Jay Leno. He spent more than 2 decades in the spotlight as the host of NBC's The Tonight Show. His success, fame, and money has given him a luxury collection of over 100 cars, but do not be fooled because he was once salting those french fries at McDonald's. He has been open about his experience and enjoys sharing his story of how he went from that minimum wage job to a lifetime of success. He said, "I worked at a restaurant on Main Street for 2 years from 1966 to 1968. The french fries had to be made from scratch. We had to cut what seemed like a ton of potatoes every day." He also said that working there taught him how important work ethic is, and that holding high standards for your work is a lesson that he will never forget. So I guess that is the key to success, you guys. Work at McDonald's. Cut french fries. Bro, you must have had to cut so many potatoes. Dang, that is some work right there. Alright guys, at number 3 is Seal. The singer has sold over 20 million records worldwide, but at the beginning of his career he was a McDonald's employee, and he absolutely hated it. When speaking about his experience, he said, "The worst job I ever had was in McDonald's in Kentish Town. I stayed 2 weeks until I got my first paycheck, then I was out of there." I think he holds the record for the shortest amount of time at a job, but I'm not gonna lie, I like his idea of working the 2 weeks so that he could at least get a paycheck out of it. Like, that's kind of smart. He didn't really explain why he hated it so much, just simply said that he did. He only lasted 2 weeks, so I kind of feel like something maybe happened. Like, I don't know, it couldn't have been that bad within your first 2 weeks. But hey, McDonald's I guess isn't for everyone, and fast food is hard. Customers are crazy. Coming in hot at number 2 is Rachel McAdams. In 2012, the beautiful actress revealed that she used to work at McDonald's when she was just 16 years old. Unlike Seal, she actually really liked it and lasted a couple of years. She talked about it and said, "I worked at McDonald's for a good 3 years. I was not a great employee. I broke the orange juice machine one day. It was a great place to work, but I had a little bit of an OCD thing with hand washing and just didn't have the time anymore." I mean, a hand washing addiction is not a bad thing to have when you're handling people's food. I worked at Tim Hortons, y'all, for 7 years. 7. I'm not lying. I was even promoted to supervisor at one point. So if you think 3 years at fast food is a lot, I was at 7 in 2 different cities in Ontario. Winning that number 1 spot on our countdown is TPain. This one is an exception on this list because he almost ended up working at McDonald's over a music career, and his story is just too cool not to share, you guys. During an interview in 2007, he was asked if there was a time he ever thought about giving up on his musical dreams. He said yes, and said it was the day that he went to pick up an application from McDonald's. He was in a horrible place financially and said it was to a point where he was actually eating mayonnaise out of a jar and would sit in front of McDonald's asking people to buy him a cheeseburger. He was basically at his ends, and he literally physically went to go grab an application from the restaurant. He said, "I'd been hanging out in front of there so much I knew the managers and all. I had no problem getting a job or anything. I went to go get the application, and that's when Akon called me." What are the odds of that? The singer and producer stepped in at like the right time and actually signed him to his label, Convict Music. Pretty freaking sweet. Alright guys, that is our list of celebrities who worked at McDonald's. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking, and if you have ever worked at McDonald's, or if you do, there is no shame. Like I said, Tim Hortons employee right here. And also fire a thumbs up so I know you enjoyed it. While you're doing that, let's check out some comments from some of my other videos. RR says, "You know what they say, Joss? A cup of urine a day keeps the dreadful director away." Yes, I did learn a lot from that story. I guess that is what I need to do. Make sure I always have a cup of urine on me. Let Pete says, "You must protect your gorgeous face at all costs. No punching allowed." Well, thank you, but for the record, I don't want to fight anyone. I don't want to punch anyone. I don't want to get punched. So I'm with you. Beezer1225 says, would you work with them if you knew that you would win an Emmy? No, I don't think I'd work with a bad director like the ones we said on our list, only because I feel like the film experience, I don't know, like the experience is worth more than the Emmy, I think. JJ Tianari says, CEO of I.O., Miss Jocelyn Bedard. I mean, I appreciate that, but I don't think so. The CEO is Charlotte, and we all know that, but I am happy to be like co-CEO. Alright guys, I'm getting out of here. That's all I have left. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Come say hi on social media and ring the notification bell so you never miss another video.